Hello and welcome to the Courtesy Flush. I don't know why I did that. Anyway, we're here to play
Welcome.
Meal of Fortune. Joining us on the right is Mr. Tex, who's
Our
over
host.
here.
I am on the right.
We're on the left to the audience. And then over here on the right to the audience is Mr. Goat, who's
Hi there.
wearing his shades. Can you guys guess who he actually is? With the shades on, you can't really. But do you know who he actually is? I'll give you a hint. There are a lot of movies made about him. You'll find out soon enough. Hey, man, you don't get to have glasses like those unless you're a movie star. So, hello,
Who
Thor.
said I wasn't?
Yeah, exactly. So, yeah, we're going to be playing a bit of Meal of Fortune. And what that is essentially we're going to pull up a wheel, which will be over here on this stream. Oh, hey. Gigantus. Thank you for the courtesy.
Gigantus.
That's the name of the person.
It's it sounds like a really bad Marvel hero that has like an unfortunate glandular issue. I'm Gigantus.
It's like I gotta go wait in line at the pharmacy. That's his.
I gotta get orthopedic shoes.
I can't get shoes at all.
God, it's too real. Hey, everybody. But yeah, glad to see you guys are all hanging out. We'll be doing a quick little MRE wheel and seeing how well we do tonight. Now, if it lands on something we'd already opened, because I'm too lazy to change anything off the wheel, I don't have a Vanna White here, so I'm going to have to do everything myself. So we're just going to pick it and see where we go. You ready?
Always.
All right, here we go. I wish I had like an audience, but like, Meal of Fortune! Yeah, there we go. Here we go. Here's the spin. I need to have like...
Now with 80% less seizure inducing.
Yeah. I'm trying to see. Oh, I can't play any of those music.
Don't worry.
I was like, wait, I could play that, and it's like, no.
Demonetized, dun dun. Demonetized,
that's pretty much it. I wanted to play that.
Demonetized, dun dun. Demonetized. Sorry.
No, it's perfect. And here's what it's gonna land on tonight. Oh wait. Oh, it's Blaine. Thank you for the sub. Thanks for courtesy. Oh, Super Chief. It's Ukrainian MRE. Actually, we already did that one. So we're going to spin it again. Here, go. You hit that middle button right there.
Spin.
There we go. This time it's goat spin. Let's see what happens.
Goat spin?
Yeah,
hey,
goat
thorax.
spin sounds like...
Yeah, for meat. So a meat spin?
But, oh,
Ew.
That's disgusting.
I was going to say, hey, Thorax, do you want to make some thumbnails for money?
Oh, fuck.
It's US MRE menu number 15.
God damn it.
Oh, wow.
Reach into that box there.
That was one of the ones I bought because I said you guys needed some padding. Wasn't it? Or was it?
Those are two French, so those...
Which one was this? I know I bought two that were...
We may have actually already consumed it.
Wow. Are we running...
Check... Oh, I see them. They're on the table. You want to grab them?
Was this one of the ones I bought, or was this one of the ones that was sent in? Because I remember I bought two as safety.
I'm not entirely sure. Certainly, if you sent me in an MRE and have been waiting, much like, I forget, Steven MRE even sent us a lot. Not the Steve MRE, another guy. Yeah, number 15. We haven't opened it.
Mexican style, chicken stew. That is what the menu 15.
That's actually not the worst.
Look at that. You guys can totally see it with all that glare. But yeah.
It's not the worst rated one.
And the wheel.
By the way, for those of you who don't know, Mr. Boat Bomber did an amazing review of 24 MREs.
Those is pretty good.
It's over on his channel.
It's horrifying.
Yeah.
The reason I said fuck is because I thought it was the lemongrass pepper tuna one. So I used to have a job. Do you know how much I hated that job, Tex?
You've told us.
On one of my yeah, I did, but like on one, but not this. On one of my last days, I had that for lunch in an enclosed office.
Wow. Unfortunate.
For them.
For them. So we've got this MRE that's coming into MRE Vision as Mike tunes the camera in.
Yeah.
We've bought a few MREs since, but yeah, Boat Bomber's MRE review is fucking hilarious because he ate the whole fucking case. He ate every single one.
Minus the repeated accessories, which he left for his guests.
Yeah, he took all of the repeated accessories, e.g. the rat fuck pack.
Yeah, that's what Bubba said when he says, man, you make a fucking rat fuck bowl.
Yeah, and so he took a popcorn bowl and filled all of the things he didn't like in the ration in that is for his guests for snacks.
He's a kind and gentle soul.
Hey, I'll eat.
You know, that I think that would be nice, though, because it raises the question. You have your hospitality bowl for if you want people to stay, and it's got the good snacks in it.
Yeah, like those like strawberry candies for some reason that every old
and you have
person
the
has.
in-laws bowl.
Right. Then you have the bowl for like salesmen that somehow
yeah.
get through the door. You're like, oh, let me get the unhospitality plate.
The unhospitality plate. All right, so here we go. We got menu number 15, which is stored in this nice brown packaging, which is very United States military. This is the Department of Defense of the United States of America. Warfighter recommended, warfighter tested, warfighter approved. Well, they're in the middle of combat. I wouldn't ask them for a review. What do you think of the MRE?
No, they snuck it. They snuck it on the radio like a disclaimer. So they're like, Arclight, I need fucking fire support. And they're like,
Delta Sioux interrogative.
Do you agree with the latest terms and conditions of your MRE? What? I need this agreement to proceed. Fine, yes.
I need
warfighter approved.
I need it. It's like, did you get 15 kills? No. Okay, no fire
You
support.
didn't unlock it.
You didn't unlock it.
You don't have enough of a kill streak. What's your KD, Private?
Yeah, exactly. All right.
Slither says the inhospitable. For all of your MRE stuff. And you know what you should add into the inhospitable just to make it extra fun? Just go get some old cans and just peel the labels off there.
Yeah.
This is the way it comes packaged. Very neat and inside plastic, which is very military.
Yeah, that's very American.
Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, as you know, we invented plastic. We invented it. It was us and no one else.
William H. Plastic.
William H. Plastic. What was the saying? I got one word for you. One word. Plastics.
Yeah,
that's real.
William H. Plastic. He was like, you know what I'm gonna do? And they're like, what? And he's like, shut the fuck up. And they're like, why were you so rude? And he goes, check this phone out. It weighs a third less of this normal phone, but it's really fragile. Don't drop it. And they're like,
yeah, it was like Bake Light.
Yeah, dude.
All right.
Ugh.
We have Mexican chicken stew.
Ah, excellent.
Yes, and if you're wondering, wow, does it really look like that? Yes, it does. Most military rations in the United States do look like they come from prison. This one does say, oh wait, no, we get a little card thing.
Yeah, it's like a hot pocket.
Yeah, a tactical hot pocket.
It puts grill marks on it.
Look, the enemy can't hear you if you have farts.
If you have, oh my god.
The enemy can't hear you if you can't take a shit.
No, if you fart a lot in combat, you overwhelm one of their senses. They can't smell you coming.
Yeah, that definitely gets over. That definitely drowns out the sounds of
fire
it's
like the
cheese.
Shit.
Just like Boat Bomber said in his review. Every one of these comes with cheese. You are not wrong. They all do.
They all do.
This is jalapeno.
I'm
one.
not trying that.
Jalapeno, Mike. Jalapeno.
Okay, of course. And then we have the First Strike nutritious energy bar.
Yeah.
That's First Strike.
They're not great.
Yeah.
And then we have chocolate hazelnut beverage powder. Have you ever thought to yourself, man, it's a really nice hot day outside. I want to give me some of that chocolate hazelnut.
Can I say this? Mike?
Yeah.
Sometimes I walk around as I'm working in the Hatt block after my noodles in the rain, and I say, you know what I should do is I should have some chocolate hazelnut beverage powder with my allotment of purified water for the day.
Yeah.
Not only that, the hot purified water.
So you got your spoon. There you go. I'm going to make it so it looks like you guys are eating
Probably the better engineered part of this.
We have cheddar cheese pretzels. Now, these are just basically like
Those
combos, basically.
Yeah, that's fucking gas station pretzels. And they went smart with that because I'm sure combos are sold by the ton industrially.
Yeah. And here you have your
shit paper, your
raspberry
shit gum.
type 3. You have iodized salt, and then you have shit paper, and some gum.
Yeah, your shit gum.
And then we have the retorque pouch, which we're not gonna do that in here. Can only get high on those once. Let's see. This one says crushed red pepper, so you can have crushed red pepper to go with your meal.
It's like, it's too spicy.
The crackers. These are all right. They're okay with most things.
Yeah.
Then you have mixed fruit. Just good old-fashioned mixed fruit. Wow, look at that. Isn't that just such a nice setup?
I missed my favorite, my absolute favorite as a kid. And yeah, I used to dumpster dive through surplus stores as a kid. But one of my favorite things was you could get MREs, the old 1980s style MREs, the Cold War MREs. You could get them for 75 cents a piece at the surplus store. And so as a kid, I would tear them open, and they're all like, I was like, "Ooh, there's prizes!" And by prizes, I meant like exotic toilet paper.
And joining our American forces today will be the Ukrainians, as they seem to sneak an MRE in.
The tiny MRE. We might get
Goat's
some actual...
yelling, "Thank God!" from the other room.
Yeah, we
because
might
he's
get
like,
some...
"I can't eat the cheese." Like, there's so much cheese in our. Literally, this is like so cheesy.
It's not only that. It's like with the Ukrainian MRE, you might get actual meat that you can discern as meat.
Well, here's what we got in the Ukrainian MRE. Hey, could you? I'm gonna just kind of pile it on there. So this one is. I'm assuming this is probably our moist towelette. Yes, this is.
Let me see.
Yeah, that would have to be because it's the only thing that would fit in that.
Vologa servetka. Yeah, that's antiseptica. Yeah, this is antiseptic.
See, I didn't have to learn language. I just picked it up and went, yeah, that's a moist towelette.
Brian-
Antiseptic moist towelette.
I don't learn other people's languages. I'm American.
So it's an alcohol.
Well, Mike, we don't have to. We just import other people.
We just get like, hey, we have stuff over here. Come hang out with us.
Well,
And they're
think
like,
about it.
What do you guys think? You're cool or something? Like, well, we do have genes.
It's not only that. It's the thing we've proved in
Another
America historically is one of those things where like the difference between a world war and a space program is a lot of letters about IOUs and forgiveness.
Oh man, here's some very dry, delicious bread that goes with
Is that
your.
bread?
Yeah.
It's very dehydrated.
No, it's cool to see actual bread, not like a uniform cracker that looks like it was
It's
shit
like-
out of a
It's
machine.
like crouton.
Yeah, but still,
Yeah.
it's nice.
Now I can't tell you what's inside this package because it
me
looks
read
like Nazi science to me. I don't know.
It looks like something out of Wolfenstein.
Yeah, it does. This
Oh.
looks straight up out of Wolfenstein. I don't know what the hell that is.
Well, it's just crazy other language, Mike.
It's Casa Grechana.
Yeah.
If it's that fucking casa shit, that's gonna be all that buckwheat shit. That's good.
This one just says
Ovochamia.
this is just crackers.
It's gonna be more buckwheat. I'm gonna inhale this.
Yeah, well, don't you dare.
Mike's gonna
Here's the thing. I already know. I'm like, dude, no.
I'm hungry, and I'm actually hungry.
I know that's the problem. Is that like Mike will take a bite and go, "This is really nice," and I'll look over and Goat has steam shoveled it into his mouth.
This
I'm
is
like,
honey.
Jesus.
This is honey, and it's very malleable, as in like it's almost like a chocolate
Holy
bar.
shit! They're giving actual honey.
A lot of it too.
Yeah, most other countries do that. America doesn't really like to give honey to its troops.
We got corn syrup.
Yep.
Yeah, corn syrup with its antiseptic properties.
Look
Don't
at
worry
that.
about it.
If you're sitting here like, man, what a combination of two great forces, the Ukrainians and the United States military, along with our fine tea that comes with it. You're sitting here like, man, I made out like a bandit down at my fob. Look at all this fine food that I get to share with no one but myself. Well, I'll be sharing it with Goat, but I'm imagining myself by myself in a file.
I don't have a battle buddy in this scenario.
I will have
No.
a tea
Fuck that guy.
or a coffee.
Like, I know exactly where they're at all times. They're like, "Where's your battle buddy?" I'm like, "They're five clicks that way."
They're fapping in the porta shitter.
They're over there taking a shit. Like,
They're in
I
the
mean,
Jack Shack.
once you're battled up with somebody, you can't really forget where they're at. You're like, they all have a routine. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and make some of this, but while we do that, I'm gonna have Goat kind of prep the tray while I put these in the boiling water. Unless you want to put these in the boiling water.
Nah, I already set the water to boil for you, so you just got to drop them right in.
All right, I'll do that. So we're gonna have our Mexican-style chicken stew cooking in there. What else should we put in that boiling mass? Probably not that stuff. I'm not saying I'm not brave, but some of that stuff just doesn't work. The mixed fruit we probably will not put in there. The last time we did that,
Yeah.
it just didn't work out
Let me
well.
get hot water for the drinks.
One of the things I missed as a kid was the dehydrated fruit, if you remember those.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, those old MREs with the dehydrated fruit were the shit because it was like a cracker made out of fruit. It was interesting. I'm not sure if it was good or bad for you or whatever. Basically, astronaut ice cream. So they've both gone in the kitchen, and I'm just going to sit right here and be a guy and read chat. I'm reading chat. Yes, Goat is a wood chipper for MREs, Thorax. He does like him some MRE, unless it has cheese in it, in which case Goat will not eat the MRE. That's just one of those things. So hello and welcome to everyone to a fine evening of dinner of mixed fruit and serious putty. We have good plumbing here, don't worry. Well, now we do. We had to have a few plumbers come out to figure out what in the doodly fuck they were doing with pipes, but, you know. Yes, I read you, Pistol 6699. I'm short. That's fair. That's fair. I am 6 foot tall and 6'1" if I stand very tall, but I suppose that is now manlet tier these days. I'm not certain where the arithmetic of that begins and ends. Appreciate it. Oh, Mike, could I have one sweetener, please?
Yeah.
Just one. I remember I asked that in the BPL because someone said manlet, and I was like, what is a manlet? And I got like 30 charts. I was like, people talk about this. They're very serious. Very, very serious. Oh, I don't think Boat Bomber is even phased, man. He's in shape, he's young, he leads an active life, and he's an optimist, which means MREs can't hurt him. There is a certain wellspring of goodness in Boat Bomber that will protect him from evil. I've seen it in him. He'll be all right. Oh, I've been informed by chat that manlet status, the status of a man's height, is greatly affected by inflation.
In what way?
I don't know. I was
like
just
literally inflating a man? Are you guys talking about getting blow-up dolls or something?
I don't know what they're talking about.
Yeah, look, look. Whatever the size, like the height of a blow-up doll is, that's the standard height. That's the because I mean you got to think about it. If someone's gonna make a sex toy using human anatomy, they know what's the standard. They're not just gonna make it out of fucking whoever.
I did not even mention that. I did not.
What are you worried about?
What do you
think? What do you think? A blow-up doll's gonna come in here and stab you in your sleeve?
Now I wasn't even thinking about that, but now that's entered the arithmetic of my everyday carry. So thank you.
That's okay. You could shoot them. They go down easy.
We'll see.
Oh man. Oh no, you fool. Yeah. All right, so we have our cracker and our mixed fruit. Let's put the mixed fruit right here in this little corner pocket right here. Let's see how that looks, shall we?
I hope you guys are having fun out here looking at all this freedom we're about to inhale. Don't worry, this is mostly carbohydrate, so I won't eat any of it. I'm just going to drink my tea.
Oh yeah, this is just Dole, basically. It's like from the Warnick Company, Cincinnati, Ohio. Oh man, you can taste. Look at
Cincinnati.
Ah, you can see all of that failure just coming right out.
The fruit, the taste of Ohio.
Oh yeah,
bursting on the plate.
You know what? I forgot about those Cincinnati pineapples. Do we grow them all year round?
All year round, them Cincinnati pineapples.
Oh my god.
And you know what that fruit is? That fruit is all the fruit that they couldn't sell all the way through the United States, and by the time it got to the Great Lakes, they were like, put it in a bag.
This is Dole, man. I already know what it's going to taste like because I just had my teeth pulled the other, like a month ago.
That sounds like a fucking commercial. This is Dole, man. This is Dole, man.
Not bad. It tastes exactly like a fruit cup. If you're out there and you're wondering, man, what does a fruit cup taste like? Trust me, it tastes exactly the way it looks.
Ukrainian tap.
What did you make? What is this? Goat has made a fine beverage.
Your chocolate hazelnut, sir.
You do realize it's supposed to be made with cold water. But no, not here on the Courtesy Flush.
Not here on the Courtesy Flush.
We made hot chocolate on this day, which is like 150 out. So this is perfect.
Ukrainian tap water says, when I think of haute cuisine, I think of Cincinnati.
Yeah, exactly. Well, don't worry, Ukrainian tap water. We will probably enjoy the Ukrainian MRE far more.
Hey, you know what?
You guys make better MREs. You guys make some of the best food.
Morgana Ballure asks, shouldn't there be half a cherry in there if it's a fruit cup?
There was. It was
These are wartime austerity.
There is a cherry. It's very small.
There is one picture of cherry per can.
There it is.
That's like a
there
third.
You go, Morgana. Right there.
That's like a tenth of a cherry. What the fuck?
There you
cherry
go.
fleck.
You got your cherry. There it is.
Contains cherry fleck.
1/2 a cherry.
That's not even half of a half.
Cincinnati cherries are small, man. They don't grow cherries there.
They make them bigger than that.
Although they do. I said Cincinnati cherries.
I think the only kind of cherries they'd make in Cincinnati are maraschino cherries with syrup.
They'd put some like fucking chili in there because they thought it was clever. All right, let's have this hot chocolate drink. How about that? I thought Cincinnati pineapple was an improvised artisanal hand grenade.
Yeah. Hey, give him the old Cincinnati pineapple, and it's like a propane tank.
It's got like what is it, like little clay things on the sides. When it blows out, it just like causes so much fucking damage.
It's a propane tank filled with ball bearings.
Oh, that's horrible.
Give him the old Cincinnati pineapple. Clang, clang, clang.
There you go, game devs. Put those orange barrels in games and let players shoot them. When they find out they're filled with ball bearings and explosives, they're not going to like you very much.
Thorax asked what we should name a Togepi. I don't know what that is, so I'm going to say Gus. Gus is always a good name for things.
Yeah.
Like
it's basically like a little egg monster.
Yeah, if you name something Gus, like I did that one time, and I did that one time in Colonial Marines. I had an alien follow me around. They're like, "What the fuck is that?" And I was like, "Gus."
Yeah.
If you say Gus, no one's gonna say. If you come up with any other name, people are gonna go, "What, Gus?" They'll assume it's like a cat.
Yeah. You know what? Cats and most creatures are easily named with any object you can think of. Like you could name a cat socks.
Yeah.
And it fits.
I knew a guy who named a dog Pants, and he said, "Well, the problem was he thought it was funny because he named the dog Pants because it had black legs. It had like weird spots and it looked like it wore pants. So he's like, oh, I named my dog Pants. The problem is every time he said, "Where's my pants?" the dog came up and like put its nose in him. He's like, ah.
You know what? I've been feeling not very energized today.
We had a dog named Pud.
So I'm going to take this nice First Strike nutritious energy bar, and we're going to consume that together.
I knew a guy who had a dog named Termite and actually ate furniture. That's why they named it Termite. Apparently before that it was just dog.
Yeah.
So this is basically First Strike for you guys.
Oh, Mike,
government issue turd.
Mike, look, they saved you time. You don't have to. Your body doesn't have to break it down and turn it into poop.
Yeah,
it just starts as
yeah, and they waxed it apparently.
It's
so
waxed
shiny.
laminated turd.
Hey, goat, let's break bread.
All right, make a wish.
Here we go.
I wish I wouldn't fucking EAS out. There
we go.
It looks even less appetizing on the inside.
I wish I had a Max.
Oh man,
gun.
You know what it tastes like? It tastes like the Halloween candy from that house you'll never go to next year.
Oh, the Apple House?
Yeah, the one where they would put razor blades in it, but they're too old, so they forget, and they put pennies instead. And you're like, oh, no, you're supposed to put it in the candy, Grandma.
I remember this one old guy used to give apples every year, and then he started getting kind of weird, and then he started giving out potatoes.
Look at that. The Ukrainian military is missing out on this fine, very shiny chocolate bar that they could have in their meal.
Imagine
God,
if
it tastes so bad.
It just tastes like a shitty protein
Could you imagine?
bar.
Okay,
it's not that bad.
So imagine if you will, the whole MRE, all 2,000 calories was that bar, and it was the size of the MRE. It was like a sheet of it.
Yeah, it's like a lembus bread basically,
right,
but very nasty.
But no, I don't mean that size. I mean it's a sheet of it that's 2,000 calories worth.
This gives me ideas for Only War.
I will say the chocolate drink nails it. Especially when you boil the water, it fucking nailed it. That tastes just like
See? You doubted me.
I didn't doubt you. I doubted the drink. I never doubt you. I know you know your shit.
So what's crazy is if you ever got into World War II stuff, and especially reenactment, they had this thing called the Type D field ration back in the day that was chocolate. And it was absolutely horrendous because it was made by like Hershey's chief chemist. And
yeah, it's like the 1984 chocolate.
Yeah, it was super austerity chocolate. And I had somebody who made up a batch to match that old batch. And I mean, it is like, it looks like chocolate. It tastes like concrete. They were like, this is as much sweet as you can have.
Cracker.
It smells like a cracker. It looks like one. I think it nails it. Yeah, it falls apart like a cracker.
Wow, you just described me.
More gold, Your Majesty.
It's a very flavorless piece of bread.
Yeah, it's a cracker. You're meant to put spread on it.
To Square says, yo, Bob, slow down the bar extruder. We're switching to restricted calorie rations.
Exactly. They just put another pipe on it. It's like
You think someone's over there with like a lever just squeezing them out? Like
like
tap?
the Play-Doh. No, like the Play-Doh play set. Like you
Oh.
change the little nozzle on the end. You're like, it's a star now.
Do you think I could turn this into like a Play-Doh if I squeeze it hard enough? Yeah, you totally could. You can make this into like a shaped cookie. See, look.
What if in,
Now
like,
it really looks like
What if
poop.
in Metal Gear Solid 3 he does that and then he mixes it up? He puts a little shaped butterfly on the shackbahad, but it just doesn't go off.
All right, so let's try some of this Ukrainian honey with our
Hummy.
with
Me
our,
like hummy.
with the U.S. crackers.
Please, are you just combining things? You're just
Why not?
Yeah.
Why not? Why not improve our MREs with a more superior one?
This is definitely like an obscure part of the process to getting into NATO.
Yeah, exactly. Like when you go do the Joint Strike missions, it's really like a cooking camp.
Yeah. So let's get a little bit of that.
Well, also to find out like what the going rate for like base trading is, because
Yeah.
it was like one French ration for like 3 American rations or something like that.
Yeah, French rations had commanded a ridiculous premium in trade.
Little dollop of squeezed down honey.
Yeah, okay. Ukrainian tap water said, Ukrainian rations get honey. American rations get homie. Yes, homie. Wait, what is this?
Homie?
No, like a knockoff brand, you know? Like it's made out of corn syrup.
Yeah. Like cherry, like that. What was it? It was like cherry something something.
That's not bad. Tastes like honey. We have real honey here too.
That is real honey.
Yeah, you can taste
it's just
it.
gelled.
Well, or crystallized.
That's what I was saying. We have real honey here too, so it tastes very similar.
We have real honey I got from my local Eastern Europe grocery.
And yeah, if you guys ever want to get real honey, if you want actual honey, go to your local Mexican or Asian food market or an Eastern European market, and you can get fuckloads of it.
Honey doesn't go bad.
I just love the idea of homie. Like it's the knockoff brand and has like a bee drinking on
Yeah, I
it.
thought you were talking about hominy, like the corn thing. No, goat stupid.
No, I didn't say that.
No, I'm not.
And as you can see, we have our military issue combos.
God, those also look like turds. What the fuck?
Dude, those are combos. Those are straight up combos.
That's exactly what they are.
Except they're probably mil-spec, which means they're like an exact millimeter.
Yeah, this is like a 10. This is like 10 millimeter right here.
Just imagine they're like combo, 13 millimeter socket size.
So you can stick them in your socket wrench.
Actually,
to
I
save
can tell.
space.
So these things, I'll show you guys. These things, when they make them, are extruded out of a tube at the end, and then they're cut off after they're cooked. So they're filled with cheese and wrapped around with bread, and then they cut them off like this after they do that, and they bake them. And so they become these delicious little pretzel-filled cheese things. They're actually really nice for like trail mix. These should be mixed with nuts. They shouldn't be just by themselves.
Yeah, well, fuck you.
That's just what I feel. All right, so that's the combos. If you never had them before, they just taste like bread and, cheese, not really great cheese. Like everybody who's from another country who has like a local cheese economy, which we don't have here unless you go to Wisconsin.
If you go to Wisconsin, that's where the whole cheese economy is. Like like the rest of America has some cheese, but Wisconsin is like the cheese mafia. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
Texas has got barbecue, Wisconsin's got the cheese. If those two combined together, we would just have an unstoppable culinary force.
it would be like the cheeseburger empire, right? Because
Yeah.
you'd have the beef go and then the cheese. Oh my God, the cheese is already on top.
Yeah.
You would have a literal cheeseburger empire.
Yeah. We're not high, by the way. These are just ideas.
No, I'm just saying that would be an awesome fantasy setting
Yeah.
for post-apocalypse. We are the cheeseburger empire.
Yeah, we must restore
have
the
come from the
cheeseburger
cheese.
empire.
Yeah, like in the name of our founder.
Yeah.
You know what? I want to try one of these very hardtack crackers that come with the Ukrainian MRE with our cheese, the jalapeno spread cheese. I already know what it's going to taste like.
Don't people kind of like the
gonna taste like
jalapeno cheese spread?
Yeah,
though?
people
Oh, it's
actually.
great.
Yeah, people actually love it because it adds a little bit of zip. It's a little bit tangy because of the jalapeno.
It's always welcome.
It's it's one of those things where like a little bit of vinegar zip, as it's kind of like adding Hatch's green chilies to anything. It's just instant flavor enhancer.
Which you're gonna try. Oh, so these crackers, by the way, are very hard. Just so you know.
In the name of our founder, Dave. That would be a really cool post-apocalypse setting. It's just to have like the corporations have such a huge impact on the post-apocalypse that when civilization reforms, a corporation becomes a form of civilization.
Yeah.
Like, this is most efficient. It worked for our forefathers. The burger union must be remade.
We must maintain synergy.
I will say this. The American crackers are only better because you can actually just chew them on the go. They're brittle, so they're not going to, like, they'll fall apart.
But they'll come apart in your mouth.
Yes,
you know?
exactly. Whereas this, you need to actually have jaws of steel.
Maybe tea. Maybe dip it in something. Maybe try dip it in your drink without the cheese.
Probably would.
See if,
it's probably like for tea and
I'm
stuff.
going to make some tea to try that.
That or the Ukrainians have like what is it, Jaws level strength, where it's like they just bite through cable cars. You know what I mean? Like the cables, like in Jaws from James Bond.
Yeah, I get you.
They just eat enough of those, and they're just like able to chew right through like titanium.
They're like, slow this.
From birth, they were able to chomp through anything.
Slow this 1985 says, and then there's Colorado green chili, which looks and smells like dog vomit. It does. When I was in Colorado, I don't know what it was, but when Hatch's green chilies came in, every Sam's Club, Walmart, Costco would roast them out front with a huge roaster. And every restaurant had them in everything. And I understand a dash of green chilies is great as an accentuator for many dishes, but actual green chili requires a variety of peppers like poblano and ancho and all of these other things. But they would just dump Hatch's green chilies and everything in one season in Colorado. So it would just be annoyingly flavored, everything. And then it would go away. It was weird.
Biscuits Brown, the one thing that didn't change from British Rat Packs. Yeah, I heard about those. I heard they're really good.
Jack Antharia says, doctors just stole your teeth, Mike.
I know.
They stole them.
I know. I was there.
No.
I was right there.
But what if that was a Knife Fight City movie?
Doctor stole my teeth, a gang of dentists.
No, the doctor stole my teeth, right? But at the very end, he's like, it wasn't doctors all along. It was the Tooth Fairy. And then he has to go find and fight the Tooth Fairy.
Yeah, they have to fight a band of dentists called the Orthodevils. The Orthodevils, yeah.
Yeah, see? Yeah. See, we're coming up with terrible ideas all the time. It's a collaborative environment.
There's a trick to keeping your teeth when dentists take them out. Ah, I see. I forgot the trick. One easy trick that doctors hate. I forgot it.
That's right. You have to grab them by the back of the calf and squeeze and say, I would like my teeth, please.
Doctors hate me for this one simple trick. They always do. Fucking Mike. He always has that trick. They know what trick I'm talking about. You have to click my shady Facebook link in order to find out, though. All right. I don't... God, Facebook's... I've never been on that. This one is one of their dry things. Now, this is a little more crumbly, so it's probably a lot better for the... or actually, it's probably a lot better for tea than the other crackers were. Because they're porous, so you can absorb more water.
I think those are like little Melba toasts.
Yeah, let's have one.
I think for a little Melba toast, like something like that, what would really... Oh,
wow, that just exploded all over the place. They are ready to come out of that pack.
It's like croutons.
Yeah, they have the consistency of a crouton.
Something like that with some cheese or maybe jam would probably be welcome.
Yeah, I think that's exactly it. Let's mix it with some of that fruit from the American MRE. Oh, hey. Testosterone Jack versus the orthodontist, a night fight.
See, that has I mean, it's as far as the title goes, it's no Enter the Sungeon, but it's...
For gold, Your Majesty.
It's up there.
It really does not help. This bread is very... clearly you need something with a lot of flavor. Unfortunately, Cincinnati's not able to provide that, even with their food cup, so there's that.
I don't think there would be enough flavor in Cincinnati after their Skyline chili, having provided the world generations of flavor.
I think we're one of the few people on Earth who's ever put the words flavor and Cincinnati in the same sentence.
Yeah, I actually did try Cincinnati chili once. I'd forgotten they actually make a microwave Cincinnati chili, and I tried it years ago. And I remember the taste being something like school lunch.
Oh, that doesn't sound good.
Yeah, I guess I was missing the necessary, neon hair cheese.
I just must have the taste bud that makes things that taste really bad just not work for me. Because when I ate that chili, the first thing I thought was I should not put any more of this anywhere near my body.
I put it in my mouth. At the same time, I was also smoking 2 packs of cigarettes a day.
So it probably had more flavor.
It probably was okay.
Yeah.
Between Lucky Strikes and whiskey, I think that at that point in my life, I wasn't a gourmand.
Yeah, you live that Vietnam vet lifestyle. The only thing you're missing is a helicopter that you can do stunts for local TV.
That would be fun. I'd settle for a Maxim gun.
I often think that there are people who went to Vietnam and said, yeah, I can fly that chopper. And they probably can, but they didn't have any flight hours. They're just fucking around.
Probably. I mean, Vietnam changed people. You think some guy in the MacGyver set was just like, I can fly that chopper, and he was like a medic? He wasn't even a helicopter pilot?
Yeah, he just filed paperwork or something.
No, he just showed up with a helmet.
Yeah.
I'm a Vietnam pilot. Just gets in there and takes off.
I took the test. Knife Fight City, brace for the bite. Yeah.
There you go. Ooh, and it's like braces. Oh, man, someone tries to stab somebody, and they have braces on their teeth, and it stops the blade.
Oh, we got to have a callback to Jaws then.
Yes.
We have to, that actor is so iconic.
He is. He's also huge.
Yeah. All right. Lord Lupin, thank you for the courtesy. We're going to go ahead and switch on over to the mains now. I'll bring them right over here. And we'll see how we fare with those.
Ah, the mains. Biblically accurate tooth fairy.
Oh, the mains.
Ah, the mains. I may have found a way to break Ultimate Admiral Dreadnoughts, and I'm probably going to...
in another way?
Yeah, I found a way to make ships so thick with armor, and to continue doing it, to the point where the enemy has to shell your ships with all of the ammunition they have repeatedly to get them to sink.
All right.
So basically, it's going to be like turn of the century naval warfare reverts to the Civil War era ironclad fight.
A vasty mateys.
Yeah.
All right, so let's go ahead and have we're going to have the Mexican chicken stew first.
Oh, boy.
Straight from south of the border. This stew comes with only one flavor, and that is depression.
I just thought of a horrible fucking moment. All right, remember on MacGyver where the Thief of Budapest, where he steals the horse, remember? So I just had a horrible moment. What if in that scene, everything up to him grabbing the horse with the helicopter was in one shot, and it looked great? And as soon as they start lifting up, you see the horse tilt all of a sudden, and they cut away to one of the actors, and as they come back, it's a different horse.
Yeah, it's like a toy, or it's like some kind of carousel horse.
Yeah, and you're like, what happened? And they never address it.
Yeah. Okay. What do you think, Goat?
Holy shit, I can smell that. That smells like...
I was going to wait until it didn't turn into lava, because this is so hot right now that I just touching it hurt my hands.
I can already smell that here. It feels... Oh my god, that smells exactly like Dinty Moore stew. That is Dinty Moore stew.
Let's see, where did this come from? Let's see where this Mexican style... it's not actual Mexican, it's Mexican style.
Mexican style.
It's distributed by Ameriqual Foods. So
Ameriqual?
Yeah.
Wow.
Ameriqual Foods in Evansville, Illinois. No, that's not Illinois. Indiana.
Yeah, Evanston's Indiana. It's okay. It's like decent canned soup.
It's inspected by U.S. Somebody in the Department of Agriculture actually looked at this and said, this is edible.
Rayford says, that looks like some kind of poop juice, and a very thin one at that.
Well, Rayford, look at this. This is dinner for tonight, all right? This is what I have to edit on.
Morgana Valor says, made by someone who went to Mexico once.
Oh.
I smelled something in the air, and I thought I could make a stew like that.
I think what Mexican style.
Don Borvio
But that
from Yog. Thanks for the sub, Yog.
if you want to see what Mexican style means in American cuisine, Mexican style means the addition of cumin.
All right, so let me tell you something about what this meal provides you. It provides you 230 calories for this whole pouch. 230. You get 5 grams of fat, a little bit of saturated fat, 1 gram of saturated fat, just to make you feel better.
Just
it
to
has
remind you of home.
55 milligrams of cholesterol, just in case you need that. It has 980 milligrams of sodium.
Not great, not terrible.
41% of its daily value in this one pouch.
It's not great, it's not terrible. Moving on.
Carbohydrates, believe it or not, is only 22, which is not bad. Dietary fiber 1G and 6G is there's sugar in it. So but it has, guess how much protein it has in it?
40.
Close. 25.
What? That's not close. That's less than half.
That's less than
half. It should
half.
have 40.
No. It's 5
Listen,
closer to
Yeah,
half.
but they had to put corn in it.
If I made a fucking ration, you would roll out a solid meat log out of each thing with barbecue sauce.
All
It
right.
would be like, here's your pork ear.
It's
Well,
just
it's time
like
for me
it's
to
just
try
like
some.
extruding and just like there's a guy like
All right,
just
let's-
lowering a fucking blade.
Wouldn't you want a big old slice of pork belly?
Yeah, I'd want like
There you go.
pemmican or something.
You hungry, chat?
Yeah.
Here, have a little bite. Yeah.
Here comes a plane.
Yeah, you don't. I don't know. I'm gonna have a little taste of that. Let me blow on it a lot first.
I'll say this. Of all the states I've ever been to...
It's Dinty Moore.
Yeah, I figured.
Yeah.
It hit my nose, and I was like, I know poverty, and I can
Yeah.
recognize my own poverty foods, and I'm like, that's Denny Moore. But it's as Cookie said, there is one state that does green chili well, and that's New Mexico. You go down there, and their green chili's fucking phenomenal.
Yeah, almost like it's Mexico, new.
Well, the state question is red or white. Now, if it comes to chili, Texas all day, baby.
This
Not
MRE
Cincinnati.
is adequate.
Well,
Yes,
I'm
it
not.
is.
I wasn't gonna defend Cincinnati, dude.
It's food from your side of the pond. We expect to be loaded with sugar. Also, I'm 100% on board with Texas-style ration. What's in it? Mostly meat. Named meat. I didn't ask.
No. Here we go. It's so your guy's trigger finger doesn't get sticky with the barbecue sauce. It's the meat coated in barbecue sauce with bacon wrapped around it.
Yeah.
Wow.
Like
I would
candied
give
bacon.
you one thing in the retort pouch, and it would be like a maple bacon breakfast log.
Oh, man.
There we go. There it is. He
One-
said the line.
one
Maple
fa-
bacon breakfast log. Again, no one thinks it works. No one. I will go into every CM round that you mentioned it on, and I'll be like, no, it doesn't work. I'll be your contrarian,
you
so we
just-
can sell more. You know what I mean? I'm the plant.
You put on like the little like candied shell like M&Ms.
I did. I bribed a guy. My audio settings were fucked because I didn't get the episode, but it was funny. I went on CM and I bribed a guy in the most obvious way possible. I walked in a white suit
yeah, some
with a
crackers with that.
cane and white gloves and walked onto the bridge. And I said, make sure so-and-so doesn't survive. And I threw down $10,000 and then turned around. it was gone. Nobody survived.
That's beautiful.
I got my money's worth.
Was it Ben Carson?
It was, no, Bill Curson.
Bill.
Bill Curson is the legend, the man, the myth, the mystique, the worst and best officer there ever was.
All right. I think it's time for us to have one of Goat's favorite meals ever. That's right. It's time to bring back a favorite. This will be the last one we have, too, of buckwheat. You can see that delicious buckwheat. Now, mind you, you guys will be looking at this. That doesn't look very appetizing. I assure you, looks are very deceiving. This is an incredibly...
I don't need it.
It's that good.
need
Goat is like
if this was
tensing.
if this was in the pot in the kitchen where my rice cooker is every day, Goat would walk in here like so he would waddle into the room every day because he would eat that much of it because it's actually legitimately good. The Ukrainians know how to make a solid, delicious retort pouched meal. I think we can learn
kept
something.
me going through 2020, dude.
And
Yeah,
again,
dude, that's solid. That meat is great. It doesn't taste like the Mexican style dish. Tastes like canned food. This tastes like somebody made it.
It's basically ideally what you'd get with pemmican. If you made pemmican, you'd have something much similar to that in a ration, especially in the U.S. military, which is a shame they don't do it because crumbled meat and stuff in it is old idea. Good idea. Keeps savory tasty.
You know, I just realized we're one of the last generations to even know what the Little Rascals are.
Pemmican with carbs.
That's true. That's true.
I just realized somebody made a reference to Little Rascals in there, and I was like, I doubt most people from this generation and the next would know.
Yeah, all gang.
Hold your majesty.
I remember. I remember that. I remember a fuckload of Three Stooges. Oh, yeah. Good times.
More gold, your majesty.
White Goat's Buckwheat Barn. That's good. Okay. You can finish off the buckwheat because you're going to do it anyway. Yeah, combine. That's exactly it, man. You understand. You combine them together to create a force of farts.
Don't do it.
Oh, I'm doing it.
You'll regret it. It ruins the buckwheat.
It ruins the buckwheat. That's horrifying.
How do you fuck up a soup that bad? That buckwheat, which is supposed to like absorb and enhance flavors and add like a nuttiness, and it fucked up. How do you fuck that up? How do you fuck that up? Department of Defense.
Well, thank you for saying so, Bill the Guardsman. I appreciate it.
We need answers.
Thorax says I can feel Tex grimacing at this. Tex grimaces all the time, but this is definitely
am a
extra.
Constant set of grimace. I look.
We just need to get him the purple suit, man. He'd fit right in at McDonald's.
I would self-immolate if I worked at McDonald's.
He would be walking around with the grimace suit on without the head and just smoking a cigar, and just kids would come in and be like, "Hey, you're the thing," and you're like, "I don't like children."
Remember when you speed bagged Grimace's balls in Shadowrun?
Yeah. I don't give a McFuck. I don't work here.
I don't like corporate mascots.
Or should you?
I don't know why that made you laugh so hard.
Because it was so unexpected, man.
Yeah, you're like I don't give a McFuck. I don't work here.
Well, listen.
I'm just Ronald McDonald. It's a franchise.
Let me just say this. If you give me player agency in a role-playing game and then you're surprised that, I speed bag somebody's balls, that's just the way the cookie crumbles, my friend. It's Shadowrun.
You've been listening to our podcast, but I'll tell you what right now, buddy. We have a whole bunch.
If you listen to the Shadowrun, you'll have endless fodder for your little animations or drawings.
Dude, the Shadowrun game is probably just so... It's probably one of the biggest playlists I have. I think we've done more Shadowrun games than I think anything else.
Mm-hmm.
It's on the courtesy flush.
There's that. There's also the vampire...
the shovelhead game.
Yeah.
Yes, I am combining combos with a bunch of stuff on here, as you should.
And we have the Magistrata Mundanus coming up. And that, Mr. Thorax might be some of your richest ground yet.
The buckwheat and combos are a legitimately good combo.
Wouldn't surprise me.
It's first strike.
It works so well.
Goat wants the first strike ration. He desires it and has pointed to it, Mike.
I want it.
Okay.
What are you going to do with it?
Eat it.
I was going to eat it.
Okay, then eat it.
That's why this is my half.
Okay.
This is mine.
I thought you weren't going to eat it.
I put it over there for a reason. I didn't want people to see my giant ball. This is the first strike bar that has now become...
It's the stress relief ration.
The stress relief ration. Let's give it a little bit of that Mexican flavor, though. Oh yeah.
God. No.
Mike.
No.
That is absolutely wretched. I just have a little bit of buckwheat.
You're going to ruin the buckwheat. That perfectly
Give myself
good
a second
buckwheat.
before I put this in my mouth, though.
Mike,
I'm already trying to fight this. No, I have to fight through it.
I'm looking down at chat, and I can still see it on the monitor. My God.
Actually, the buckwheat goes great with this.
What the fuck?
That wouldn't surprise me.
It's sweet. No, it actually enhances...
Sweet and savory do mix sometimes, but I
Holy
think you're
shit.
evil.
It looks evil. This actually goes together very well with the first strike ration. What the fuck? What do you put in this? What do you put in your buckwheat, you crane? It's amazing. You made this. This is not supposed to work together, and somehow it does.
Secret ingredient is Mike. But
God damn, that's good.
Thorax, you'll have some very good stuff in the Magistrata Mundanus. Just wait until Mike plays Pizza Man, and you'll see exactly that. He will animate Primark Pizza, the whole sequence, because you blow up a whole crack house with a pizza box.
Look, you wanted me to think on my feet, man. You said, well, this house is guarded by whatever. And I was like, well, I can't shoot my way through that.
Yeah, no, you didn't. You put like a whole bunch of fucking grenades in a pizza box, and then you pulled the pins very carefully out and held the bulging box in the center.
You needed like 2 people to help you hold.
Yeah,
it.
Primark pizza. Open up.
And it's like just an old pizza box that you found in the alley that has these grenades in it, and it's like barely held with a big bulge in the middle. And you're like, Primark pizza, and you passed it. And you just whipped it in through the door and pulled the door shut. Just
Now, if you're saying the chili looks good, Kaiju, I will promise you it does not taste that great.
Yeah.
If you go to the store, if you're in America, you can buy a Dinty Moore soup. It tastes exactly the same. Like whatever stew, it could be.
It's what we'd like to call common American stew. You've tasted it if you've gone to public school.
I'm gonna see Thorax do something for Only War 2 because
I'm gonna try a combo.
Of that is out on WBPL.
It's a combo breaker. That's what I'm gonna call that. This is a power bar and a combo.
I hate it.
A combo breaker.
I hate it. This ain't
Wow,
Street
that
Fighter.
does not go together very well.
No.
I think we need some fruit.
Oh fuck! God damn it!
Hey, it's going all to the same place at the end of the day.
That's no.
It is an expression of pain.
We gotta get an Italian on this, so you can just scream.
What Italian's going to be mad that I ate combos? They like combos too.
Camboni.
No,
Unless you're talking about like Italian.
yeah, Italian.
Not American Italian. Okay, yeah.
No, not American of Italian
I
descent.
promise you. Other countries, look out. If you have combos in your country, that means that we're there. That means we're there. We might not have a government set up there. We're there.
Stryker says, I'm glad I mostly just listen to these streams and not watch them.
This tray was actually given to us by Stryker. His name is still on the bottom of it. After so many times we washed it.
Sharpie lasts for fucking ever.
Yeah. Wow. I grew up on British school dinners. Even the sadists behind those would look at the MRE and say, "That's a bit much."
That's a bit.
That's actually like that's the most British way of saying "holy fuck."
Well, I say we went over the top, and as the officer lost his face in the phosgene cloud, I said, "That's a bit much." It was a rather serious battle, you know.
It was a rather serious moment, you know.
Lots of fighting.
Yeah, I'm done, Mike. I'm done. Oh God, I'm gonna have to wash that Mora.
Yeah. Well, you're gonna have to do more than that. It's actually kind of corroded, which is perfect for the food we're eating. I'm just gonna put a little cheese in the stew just to see how it tastes.
We got to get some iron in our diets, Mike.
Rayford says,
right.
"You are making me cry from the horror of seeing this."
So we just gotta make sure we get the cheese all mixed up into the mix. All right, there we go. Just a little bit. Believe it or not, the cheese goes with pretty much everything.
Swish wants us to know that it's not authentic combos unless it's from the Camboni region of Italy. Otherwise, it's just sparkling pretzels.
Never mind. Never mind. The cheese does not go with everything. Do not do that again. I almost just perped that right back up. That was nasty.
Wow.
Booze and bullets.
That was legitimately gross. The cheese does not go with stew.
No shit. The tray has the Shawshank Redemption vibe.
No shit. Yeah, you're right. All right. Well, since that's done, let's open up our little package here. Thank you for sharpening this thing to almost cutting a hair.
Yeah. It's my farming knife.
Yeah, you'll have to cut that. You'll have to clean that
Yeah, well.
pretty well. It's getting a little corroded, so
I
you might
can
have
just
to do
put
some
it in
treating
the
in it.
dishwasher, actually.
Some salt. What else we got here?
Moist owlet.
Yep, moist owlet.
Yeah, it's got an owl in it.
Beverage-based raspberry type 3. Why'd you get us some water? Just try that.
I'm going to try this raw. Are you kidding?
Oh, he's going to eat it raw. Okay.
I'm going to do it live.
It's like,
And they gave us 2 gums because they know I'd be
Fuck,
sharing
yeah.
it with a friend.
So many gums.
And, of course, the toilet paper, which is by Lighthouse. It's the same kind of toilet paper you get in all these. If you don't know, they're all right. It does the job for a second, and then it breaks.
knife, please.
Oh, here you go.
Oh, God. This is fucking nasty.
Yeah, it got a little nasty there, didn't it?
Looks like somebody wiped their butt with it.
Hey, let me get the poop night. Here you go. Last piece of gum for you, buddy. cheers to you in the chat and everybody else watching out there. This has been a fun stream hanging out and eating this MRE. Here's our end of the night chiclet. That minty taste that washed it all down. Well, if you're all wondering, where do I get these fine MREs? There are plenty of places you can get them from. But just don't get the ones from the United States. Avoid those at all costs. Otherwise, you'll just end up eating something like this. The jalapeno does not go well with the gum. I have to say, that does not go well.
I knew somebody who had habanero gum once, and they were like, "Oh, I had this habanero gum," and I was like, "Chew some," and the guy chewed it, and he's like, "Oh, the gum's not that hot." Then he rubbed his eyes with the hands that had touched the gum. That's where he fucked up.
It's cinnamon gum. That's why it doesn't work. Because it's mixing up with the chili. Doesn't work that well for me. It reminds me of Cincinnati, where they put the cinnamon in their fucking chili.
Horrible.
Yeah, they're like, wow, you guys like this? Nope.
No one does.
Can we get Werner Herzog to make a documentary about Mike?
And there he sat on the couch after eating several hundred calories of random things, and he thought to himself, the worst part is I would chew this gum again if given the opportunity.
People always make the eye-touching mistake, yeah.
Yes, they do.
You learn it one time.
You got to learn some way. I mean, yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, that's pretty much all we were going to do. We're just going to eat this MRE. Oh, hey. And Goat made the Sacramento wine.
The Pinot
Noir.
No, Pinot Boot.
This is the wine that came with the American MRE. Actually, it's just raspberry juice, but
Juice is a stretch.
oh yeah, that's pretty foul. Fine, I don't care. There you go, a nice, delicious MRE for you and your family to share in the coming apocalypse. Make sure you have your Chevy glass ready for this fine, delicious dinner that you will most likely end up vomiting or coming out the other end in ways you never thought possible.
Oh, yeah.
So, I hope you guys had a good night. We'll be back. Actually, let's bring the camera up here and go. We can say goodbye for Goat. I don't know what Goat's doing in the kitchen.
Clean my knife.
There we go. A little bit of light on there. Let's get some light on that boy's skin. There we go.
Need that healthy glow.
You got to eat a lot of carrots, man, to get that healthy summer glow you've always wanted.
That Cheeto tan.
But yeah, that was the MRE. Look at my face. You can see this is the face of somebody who's probably going to regret it later.
That's a war face, Mike.
Yeah.
Nah.
That's the whole idea, Mike. Those MREs make you pissed off so you can go and fight the enemies of freedom.
You're right. Take their MREs.
Exactly.
Even if it's just like a bag of rice and beans like in Generation Kill.
My taste buds are starting to hallucinate some very nasty thoughts. Yeah, I don't normally allow my sentient taste buds to go too far. But tonight, I think they went too far with that jalapeno in the stew. That did not fit. That was
What, do you
wretched.
think it would fit just because it was jalapeno and the stew is Mexican?
The thing is, yes, but also because the cheese...
Fuck you.
No, I'm kidding. The cheese was clearly, like, it goes with everything. Like, I've eaten it with everything, and it's just like, even with the fruit cup, it's like, it's weird, but it works.
More gold, Your Majesty.
The stew, for some reason, just breaks it down. Coming apocalypse, more like the going apocalypse. Hey! Yeah, Mike looks dangerous right now. What did I gain some kind of power? I don't know.
Menacing aura.
Menacing aura. As I mean, well, you know, Mike, it's like seeing some guy come out of a building and a hornet stings him, and he just grabs the nest and eats it. And once you've seen that, you go, you know what? This guy has a menacing aura. Someone just wants you to eat all that.
You put your gun away. You're like,
Right.
this
Yeah.
is not going to be fought with guns.
No.
Whatever fight we're about to have.
Yeah, you just saw a Werewolf the Apocalypse character.
You've just acquired a menacing aura by consuming that.
Yeah, that's exactly it. You take a hornet's nest, you dip it in a little bit of honey or that like weird water trough that's right there.
Pentex presents.
Yeah. All right. Well, that's pretty much all we got.
Your Majesty.
Enjoy.
Enjoy the fine evening you guys have here. We're going to sign us out here with, what do I have on this?
Da-da-da-da. Demonetized.
I wish.
Demonetized.
Suspended account.
Oh.
Oh, wait, that's the wrong button. No, not that one.
Wow. Stream Deck. Yep, there's that one.
Oh, I know how to end the stream. We'll do this one. Yeah. All right. That's pretty much all I got for this night. Hope you guys had a good time here in Courtesy Flush. And we'll see you next time. Probably Friday from where Indiana Jones. And Tech should be having a stream, I think, on Friday as well with something special.
No,
maybe. We'll see.
We'll see. I'm thinking. But I did release some Space Station 13, and we're readying the next video, Battletech 101.
That'll be coming out soon.
And Only War finale on July 30.
All right. So with that said, I'm going to go ahead and close the stream out, but I'm going to start rating WBP. Is somebody over on WBPL 76?
Stand by. Let me check the internet.
Yeah, I think so.
There's always somebody on WBPL 70X. WBPL 76, the channel made out of internet. Stand by on WBPL 76. Let me see. Good old, You know, this reminds me of SimCity.
Yeah, it's Paperboy Arcade.
I know, but this kind of music, it always reminds me of that warning you get in SimCity where it's like, you've not built enough schools. And then this music's playing. You know what I mean?
I'm having to host classes in the bathroom.
Nobody's over there?
I'm not seeing anybody on right now.
All right, well then, WVPL 76 sometime today, someone will be on.
I'm sure.
All right, with that, you guys have a good evening, and we'll see you next time.
All right, thank you.